Welcome to the drawing challenge. I have a request for this particular drawing challenge. This one comes from Heather Smoyer. She asked for me to draw Forsooth. No, no, contrary to what you might think and what I definitely thought at first, she was not asking me to do something Shakespearean. She was asking me to draw a very particular, very strange fungus called a forsooth. And that is what I'm going to do now. So, get ready to get forsoothen. So, I am going to start with the very strange top part. Let's see here. I'm going to go thin because this is going to change pretty quickly here. I'm actually rather happy that I happen to have chosen a weaker marker because the colors that have to go into this top section are, I'm hoping, going to stand out quite a bit. Let's see here. From even the outlines themselves. So, has this weird kind of muddy quality in the middle. Have you ever heard of a forsooth before? I must admit, I do not even know where these things grow. I'm not sure if they're capable of growing locally, if they are in a particular country, or where. And I feel like that is sort of the mystery of mushrooms in general. You feel like you just never quite know where they are going to pop up. Because so much of a fungus's life is spent as the little, the tiny, almost microscopic mycelium, the sort of threads that snake through the ground, often below the surface and undetected, or sometimes through trees or plants or other things. So you really rarely see them until they are in their late and crazy sort of blooming mushroom stage. They're very sneaky in that way and unpredictable. My experience has been it's pretty rare to find the same mushroom going in the same spot twice, though it can happen. I came across a plant, or not a plant, but a fungus. I believe it was called turkey tail. To me, it looked like a really slimy, big cinnamon roll. And that one actually grew multiple years in a row in the same exact spot. So I'm not sure what made that one feel like it was so much more special and different from the other fungi, but that is what that one did. So then, let's see if I can pull this look off. So yes, this fungus has these strange sort of red tongues veering off from the top, or tentacles, if you will. And then I may not be able to duplicate this accurately with these metallic markers, but it has this sort of muddy quality on top. Ooh, I'm going to need a stronger marker if I'm going to attempt to pull that off. Not to mention we're nearing the end of our time here, so let me go ahead and darken this, make it a little more intense. More intense. A little bit of a texture here on the bottom. There we go. A little more texture, a little more heft, a little more shading in the one in the background because it's underneath. We're seeing it from its underneath spot. Okay. And I also want to add a little more pink. There's one back there you can't fully see. Oh, and I actually want to deepen this with a fully red marker. There we go. There we go. Give it a little depth. All right, I'm going back to the lighter red. Sort of like I think it's intended to be a metallic pink. But whatever its intentions, it's serving my purpose right now. So if you ever find or use a marker for something other than what you think you would use it for. Like, I wind up using orange for flesh, for people flesh, a lot of the time. Some other various colors you might not assume would be used for something like that. There we go. All right. Now, just a little more shade. And what do you think? How's that? I hope you do not want to forsake my forsooth. How does it compare? Are you Googling the actual thing now to see how it goes? My research has told me that you need to actually type in both Forsooth and fungus to get the actual thing here. Otherwise, you'll get a whole bunch of other things. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this monstrous drawing challenge. Thank you, Heather, for suggesting it. You can feel free to leave your suggestions for monster challenges below. Until then, stay monstrous. Ah.